Hi, this is Deborah Davis, and I'm back with another Mom Minute. These are short topics because you're a mom and you've got this much time. I get it. So today's topic is about learning styles. Many of you are involved in your child's education, whether you are already homeschooling or you are participating in distance learning now in your household. Or maybe they're just home now and you weren't expecting that. Regardless, if you want to help your child with their education, you need to know who your child is. So if you go to any place online, although you can find it on my website, shameless plug there, deborahanndavis.com. But if you go to any of the learning style inventories, they will give you a little quiz that you can take to find out what your learning style is. Now, some of them can be very involved. Some of them have like 15 or 18 different learning styles. But I like the one from the Georgia Department of Education because it only has 3 learning styles. And it's so much easier to sort things out like that. But that also suits my personality type. So maybe your personality type likes the more detailed stuff. So go for it. There's no right or wrong. There's only different. Now, in terms of learning styles, my recommendation is that you take the quiz for yourself, the inventory, and you figure out definitively what is your learning style. Now, if you get all your numbers in one area, that's your strong suit. And if you get equal numbers across the board, that means that you can handle yourself in all arenas. Then you have your child take the learning styles test so that you can see how they best learn. And there's a couple of reasons for this. One is because if you know what their strengths are, you will understand where they're having trouble in school. If you, for example, if you have a child who is a visual learner and they have an auditory learner for a teacher, we teachers teach the way that makes sense to us. So if they were an auditory learner, then they will be an auditory teacher. So they may be giving lots of lecture, but nothing that the person can see and write down. So your child may be struggling in a class like that and not know why. Well, there's a lot of ways that you can help shore up a child who is in a learning situation where their learning style is different than their teacher's learning style. There's plenty of it in my book, another shameless plug, but how to keep your daughter from slamming the door. But besides that, if you are trying to help your child with their education, you are going to be presenting things to them in a way that makes sense to you, that this is the way you learned and this is what makes sense. So when you want them to do it in X, Y, and Z way, they may not be comfortable with that because they learn in LMN way. So what you want to do is find out how it is that they learn so you can dial into who they are, especially if you've got more than one child that you're working with. Because if you've got one child who has the same learning style as you do, things will be going pretty well. And the other child who has a different learning style will think that they're somehow lesser. And you can avoid all that if you know who they are by their learning style. And I say who they are because the learning style is the way you take in information, and it's the way you process information, and it's the way you do relationships. So it kind of covers everything. Again, that was a Mom Minute, and I hope you enjoyed it. There are other ones, so please check my channel so you can see them all. Yay. My name is Deborah Davis. Thank you very much. Bye.